Hey. There we go. Welcome everybody to Wednesday night live stream. I am sorry that I did not live stream yesterday or the day before, but I'm not sorry because got a couple of days off. I got a long weekend for 4th of July here in the United States. I hope everybody had a good weekend and early week, even if it wasn't 4th of July, wherever you are. I mean, it's 4th of July the whole day, but not the 4th of July. Does that make any sense, Hart?
Independence Day.
Yeah, there we go. It's 4th of July everywhere. It might not have been a holiday, though, so. Let's see. Birdcraft announces that he is present and potatoed for. I assume that means somebody got a catalyst or an orc and whatever and put it somewhere. I'm not going to question it. I do believe Greater C has internet. They moved over the course of the last week, I think. And looks like they have internet and they're patching. And Miss Hart is with me right now. How are you, Hart?
Hello. I'm doing pretty well.
How was your weekend? How was your 4th?
It was nice and hot and loud, and I wish I'd brought headphones, but oh well. It was still enjoyable.
Yeah. Well, every 4th of July, we like to play a little game here in Texas that we like to call Fireworks or Gunshot. So, I played a rousing game of that yesterday. You get to spend your evening guessing calibers of things as you hear them fired off. And, oh, wait, no, I think that was actually fireworks. So, I don't like Texas. Texas is dumb. I want to move out of the state. Rownick's going to join us.
I would not recommend moving over here.
You're in Arizona?
Yes.
Yes, that would be moving from the suburbs of fire to the suburbs of hell to downtown hell, basically. I'm not big on that notion either. I want to go up to the Pacific Northwest. I want to go to Seattle. I have friends living up there, and it was 56 degrees Fahrenheit yesterday. I hate them.
Ooh.
I hate them so badly. But I want to be where they are, so. Oh, well. Oh, lots of people. Roundnick, Dragon Racer, Berg. We've got Dark Preacher. And this is Pirate of Old, Greater C, Jonesman. I think I saw
Tig.
Yeah. Tig. Oh. In there somewhere. I saw an oh yeah, there it is. Unholy Tig, yep. Jonesman 64. Cougas. There's Cougas. All sorts of people. Cool. I'm actually gonna swap out the game footage real quick while we're staring at dumb things. I hope everybody's doing good. Dark Preacher says, Illinois ain't bad. Whoop, that's too low. If you don't mind breathing soup when you step out of your door. That's the way it is here, Preacher. It's basically 95 degrees with 90% humidity, and it's abysmal. Cars get so hot. The AC in my wife's car can't keep up unless we're doing 50 on the highway. It's horrible. It is oppressive. Matabase is now hosting. Matabase, what's going on? He's out there somewhere.
Hey, howdy.
What's happening, Mata? And I do believe we have a Rownick lurking in the wings.
We do.
Okay, so there has been a patch since I last used Harrow. I left off with this number right here, this reload speed on Penance being 0.88. It's now 1.22. That is absurdly higher than it was previously.
Yeah. It's a really big.
Really big change?
It's a really big buff.
Yeah. So
it's the best.
Unfortunately, the death stick that I was employing with him, the Scourge, has apparently been broken in the process. It's not a nerf. It's literally a bug, apparently, that's affecting a lot of the beam and projectile weapons. So I'm not going to worry about it. There's going to have to be a hot fix to fix the problem. So, it sounds like Jen needs to get a Freon check. Yes, Dark Preacher, I 100% agree. Hello, Katie. Katie? Yeah, I'm going with that interpretation. Katie. I have a cousin that would say Caddy with that name, but
Definitely Katie.
Yeah, they have the IQ of a basket of fruit, so I'm going with Katie. I'm just saying. It is. I know this cousin. They're smart. Yeah, I do think we need to get the Freon checked, Preach, and unfortunately, it took Summer to point out that it was dead like a month ago. It was fine, but we either had high humidity or high temperatures, not both. So, yeah. Jasmine64 says, I find Harrow's 3 ability kind of odd since he has to do the killing to restore energy. Yes, Harrow doesn't make sense. Harrow is a fantastic frame that completely succeeds at utterly failing at what he's supposed to be, if that makes any kind of sense. Now,
he's advertised as a team support frame, but he plays more like a solo frame.
Exactly. That's the problem. He is a support frame, and he's supposed to be a team support frame. He's kind of bad for that, though, because he does not have any abilities that actually do DPS. Even Trinity, who has the better heals, also has DPS dealing abilities, and it does percentage damage, not flat point damage, which is still better than everything that Harrow's got for DPS, which is 0. Now,
okay.
I'm just saying, a lot of
story. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. I'm just saying, a lot of people would argue that there are different purposes behind each frame, and I do agree with that. There are different points and different purposes. I don't really think that Harrow is supposed to be about. When a lot of people think support, they think healing. I don't think that's his primary goal.
Yeah.
I think Harrow's primary support goal, because support is a broad category in other games. When you look at other, let's go to his abilities real quick. When you look at other games, like let's say one of the most popular MMORPGs still is World of Warcraft, okay? Support, the broad category, has several different things under it. It's not just one column, it's several columns that are holding up this support building, so to say. Condemn is CC. It's not just crowd control, it's amazing crowd control, and I love it. It goes through walls, which is,
Sometimes.
for the most part, it seems to pretty much go through not thick surfaces, but I mean like relatively thin, like boxes and posts and stuff, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so
Got
you
quite
can,
a bit of penetration.
yes. So you can use certain map objects to kind of just step behind to break some of the line of fire you might be getting, but still fire off Condemn and lock everybody down in front of you. It's a great ability. I had no problems with it before. I have no problems with it now. Penance, really good ability. It has one, and I'm not going to call it a major flaw. I'm going to call it a very minor quirk, because I actually don't think it's a major problem. Penance, basically, you sacrificed, well, it's got, I have one issue with it, and I think it's got one quirk. You sacrifice your shields and some energy. That's the part where I have a problem. I think it should be one or the other, not both. You sacrifice shields to gain a buff that gives you lifesteal for you and the rest of your party, which is amazing. It also increases fire rate, which is sick, and it increases reload speed, which is sick. Now, when you kill stuff, and you have to kill stuff, it radiates health back out to everybody that's within affinity range, which is, correct me if I'm wrong, Matabase, pretty big.
50 meters.
Yeah, so most of my powers on this screen are 30 meters or less. So affinity is pretty large.
Big radius.
Yeah, so I think that's great. That's amazing. So if I make a kill, that radiates out, but that means I'm automatically getting a support frame that is being switched up, and in order to use that healing ability, Harrow has to do the killing. I think that's quirk. I actually don't think it's a design flaw for that power. I think it is intended as his primary goal is not healing. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, I think healing is a secondary goal for him.
Sorry,
it's not
coughing.
primary. Yeah, Matabase is busy coughing his lungs up. You're going to have to give him a break. So, Penance, I think, is not supposed to be a primary. He is a support healer. He is supposed to be secondary, especially to the likes of, well, everybody's secondary to the likes of Trinity. So, she kind of breaks the code. But that's just my feeling. Now, I do think it would be nice if they either cut the energy cost or removed it, because I think having to expend all of your shields in one shot, and because you're basically leaving yourself vulnerable, you have no shields and a very little pool of health. You're also having to have at least 50 energy to do that. I think that's a bit much given how much you're risking to get the buff you get. It's not a game breaker. I just think it's kind of weird that they did it the way it is. So I'm not going to complain. 3 is the one where it doesn't make sense to me. Because it's supposed to be an energy regain buff, but like Penance, durable, you have to do all the killing yourself, which means you're a support frame that is being shifted into crowd control and DPS, which is where I think a lot of people are misinterpreting him. He's not supposed to be a front runner or a partner replacement for Trinity. I think he's supposed to be CC and DPS that can also do some support energy restore and support healing.
Yes.
Now, that's fine, but durable is never going to be a major power for him. Just because when I'm playing it solo, as long as Xeneric exists, durable is useless. Not useless, that's much. It's not as useful. It's not ballpark. Since I have Xeneric, I never touch durable, ever. And yes, they increase the animation speed so it charges quicker. I still won't touch it. So, whee!
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that's just my big point right now. I love Covenant. I love his number 4. I would not change anything about it. I think it's dope. There we go.
Yeah, I'm super on board with a lot of that opinion. I think, and I was 100%. I was on a surface level. I was a supporter. I thought that durable teammates kills counting towards durable, even at a decreased rate, affected by power strength.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Not a 1-to-1. It could be a 25% affected by power strength, whatever, to make it fair.
Yeah.
I was on board with that. That said, the more I think about it, the more I'm concerned that it would be difficult to balance to make that fair. I think it's in a place right now where it's problematic that you have to do a lot of the killing yourself.
Yeah.
But with the latest animation change, with the faster draining, I just did a 40-minute and a 20-minute run, and I found myself using Thurible because I could charge 20 energy per kill into it like that. Like I could go do, and 20 energy per kill is insane energy.
Right, but my big thing is, if I'm using it, especially solo, I'm probably going to touch it. In groups, I have quite often a harder time with this guy. I have to either be popping his number 4 constantly, which means I have to go seek out damage to take damage in order to get that crit boost, because his number 4 basically boosts his... I'm going to try that. If we look at his number 4 ability, protect nearby allies, which is awesome. If somebody goes down, the first thing I start to do is watch for other people running to him. If somebody else gets to the downed ally first, I hit number 4, because even though I'm spinning and animating complicatedly, the ally that is doing the reviving is already invulnerable.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not doing the revive, I can help the person that is doing the revive in the midst of the stuff that killed that downed party mate. That right there, I like that. I think it's really good. But basically, you have to absorb all of this damage and it converts into a critical chance bonus. Even bigger bonus for headshots. And I like that, but that does mean that basically, since there's no shield gating in this game yet, if ever, it's going to be a problem when you, as a not really tanky frame, jump into the middle of that damage to seek it. If you don't time it right, if you don't have the right kind of positioning, it takes a lot of thought and planning to use Covenant a lot.
Yeah, Covenant, for me, what a Covenant has 100% been is Covenant sits there completely unused. I use it to revive down teammates, and I use it in general if I have so I use my Sentinel a lot to restore my shields. After I pop my penance, I want my Sentinel to restore my shields up to 1100, so I have no vulnerability there, right?
Right.
I'll penance, my shields will come back for my Sentinel, and then I'll throw out a Condemn to get some more shields back. What I use my Covenant for is if I've done that combo, or I've been using shields and popping up penance a whole bunch, I use Covenant to make sure that I am invulnerable long enough for some shields to come back. I use that like, oh crap, I've lost too much health. Hold on. Let me pop Covenant, pop penance, and do some damage to heal back up. I don't ever use it for its critical chance increases.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool when I have it, but I do not consistently use it. It is part of my kit to stay alive.
Right. So that's my thing, is that if you want some major damage, you need to either need to bring a major gun, which is a very short list of stuff like Tiger's Prime, or something that can do a lot of, because I mean, that's the thing, is it's not landing damage on bad guys that gets you energy back from Thurible. It's killing them.
Killing. Yep.
And the times that I need energy the most is when there are all of those jerks running around the map that actually drain your energy, which means it's higher level, which means they hit harder, which means I'm having to use Condemn more and Penance more, which means there's higher odds I'm not at full shields, if I have any at all, at that very, very moment. So there's this kind of weird dichotomy between he is supposed to be, as far as I understand it, a team player. Arrow is.
Yeah.
He's designed around team play. Thurible is flawed in that concept. Now,
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just saying I don't have a perfect solution. The solution that I've seen is allies had to get headshots to get even a minuscule return, but it would still get a return.
Mm-hmm.
I
can
think that,
get behind something like,
you know, and then allies getting body shots does nothing. And I think that would still be good because Banshee's number 4 doesn't get headshots. Ember's number 4 doesn't get headshots.
a lot of the killing frames don't get headshots.
Right, so it would still have to be headshots with guns, but if you have party mates that have really good guns or they're just good at killing stuff and they can get some of those headshots, you can still make use of Thurible within a group environment. Otherwise, most of the times I'm going to be wanting to use it the most. Stuff's going to be dying the quickest, not by my hands.
Yeah. The thing where I think it's in a weirder spot is what Harrow brings to a team is a little bit of what a bunch of other frames bring to the team. He's much in the place like Oberon. He brings a little bit of everything to the team, not the best of any one thing. Granted, his CC is phenomenal.
I love his number 1. I absolutely adore it.
But what he does is his team buff is damage, as weapon damage specifically. He amps weapon damage. And a lot of frames don't, like a lot of the way you kill, especially in the late game, isn't weapons. Frames nuke enemies, and then you have a couple really hard hitting weapons, but a lot of your party members are running around with things like Excalibur and just nuking things. So your penance isn't necessarily helping them. So in general public games, they don't have much of an incentive to let you run your kit.
Yeah.
I have found him to be very much fine when playing with you guys, when playing with friends. People know I'm on Harrow. I have to say something like, hey man, I just popped Thurible, I need to get a few kills. I mean, it generally, on my Thurible, I cast my Thurible, I need to kill like 4 enemies to get all of that energy back and to be full.
Yeah.
Because headshots are a 4 times multiplier. So I walk around just getting 80 energy per kill. It's immense.
Yeah. Real quick before we get too far, Katie says, I just came back to Warframe after a pretty long break and I'm pretty much lost. Yeah. I could see that as being confusing. See, there's been a lot of new frames that have been added while you've been gone, like Octavia, and one I would like to bring up again, Nidus. I think Harrow returns to the Nidus problem. Okay, real quick. I know we haven't even played a stitch of gameplay yet. Just bear with me. My brain has been working on this kind of stuff. Let's swap over to...
I did the same thing on my stream.
Okay, so there is a frame that they added that is actually an infested frame, not a mechanical frame. It's not biomechanical. I mean, it's not... Yeah, biomechanical. It's just bio. Called Nidus. And Nidus is a weird kind of conglomerate of a lot of the abilities you see in the infested. Lots of, floor damage and lots of wrangling and pulling and stuff like this. He is a great all-around frame. He has an amazing damage in his number 1 ability. I refer to it as Stomp, but it's called Virulence. His number 2 is great CC with Larva because it basically pulls all of the bad guys into one little cluster, and they can't attack you while they're stuck in the larva. Now, it doesn't last very long, depending upon your build. Mine isn't built for duration, but you could. Big thing is that it's a great way of moving all the mobs into one spot and having somebody with a big gun like an Ogress or Tigress Prime with punch through just walk up to the ball of mobs and just shoot them. It's great. Parasitic Link is really good for boosting damage. It's great for cutting Nidus's damage down that he takes. All sorts of crazy stuff. It is very, very useful. And then Ravenous is basically an AoE regen and kind of damage over time, sort of. Walking bombs.
Walking bombs.
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Little walking bugs that explode. Well, I mean, crawling bugs that explode. And it's got this grass in the loosest term possible, stuff that spreads out of the floor that gives pretty good, amazing, really, support healing as long as a party member's standing on it. The problem is, in order to fuel all of this, Nidus has to get stacks. It's a little counter on the right side of the screen, and the only way he can do that is if he gets the kills.
If
So
he hits them with the one, with the
Yeah.
ability.
And
It
it's
doesn't
usually not the
actually
killing
require-
frame.
It's not actually kills, it's just hitting them,
Just
so
has to
he's
hit them
okay
as one.
there.
right, he has to actually correct. It is actually a slight difference. Instead of getting the kill credit, it is doing his number one ability, Virulence, fires out this line of spikes on the ground, and as long as it ticks, every tick it gets on a bad guy, he gets a certain percentage of basically a full run around this little circle, this meter that builds up count. But in order to do that, you can't have, say, a Ember running number 4 World on Fire and just killing everything in 1 or 2 blasts before you can turn around to fire off your Virulence. Lots of stuff is dead. So it doesn't eliminate getting those stacks, but it diminishes it. It inhibits.
Yeah. His problem comes from his second ability that Vegner mentioned, pulls everybody in.
Yeah.
And for Nidus to keep affording to use his first and second ability, his first ability gives him those stacks and gives him energy back based on how many enemies he hits.
Right.
To afford to keep doing that to get stacks, he needs to pull everybody in and hit him with his one. So when you pull everybody in and a teammate comes up and just eradicates the ball, suddenly you've spent energy and gotten nothing back for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great, which means that you can get this kind of diminishing loop. And that's a problem I started having with, back to Harrow. I would wind up power into Thurible, and then whole hallways of stuff would be dead, or I would be doing damage, but not as quick as my party mates. My party mates would get the actual kill credit. So I was burning lots of energy into Thurible and not getting return. So it's this weird thing where Nidus is the ultimate group frame, but only if you can really communicate with the people you're playing with. If you cannot communicate with them, or if they won't listen, it goes from just an average, from great down to average. It actually sinks down into kind of a subpar experience.
Yep.
Which is weird. So yeah, Berg says the Warframe engine keeps crashing. That's not good. Katie says, I've been in parties with people on Nidus, but I actually don't have the frame yet myself. Strange sounding frame. It's actually a really good frame. It's extremely well rounded, very tanky, has no shield, only hit points. But there's a lot of regeneration and a lot of defensive capabilities, or I guess not defensive strictly, but compensating for the damage taken, kind of indirect defensive abilities. I really like Nidus. Nidus is one of these frames that they did, one of the new frames they did that's just, they knocked it out of the park, I think.
Yep.
The same.
Even after the nerf.
Yeah, he's the same brainchild. He's the brainchild of the same person who made Harrow.
Yes.
He's Pablo's brainchild.
Yeah, and I applaud Pablo for the work he's done. It's just that there is this kind of incongruous thing where the whole point of Nidus's number 4 is to heal, but in order to fuel and help your party mates with the benefits it gives, you need to really make sure and have some communication level going on, or otherwise you cannot sustain that number 4 ability.
Yep.
I wonder if
there's aspects of that in Harrow. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I wonder if
Yeah.
it seems like a lot of the events lately they've been focusing on clan and squad based play. I wonder if they've been kind of forgetting that people do occasionally play in public groups. Because like in a clan or a squad, like you can talk to each other usually, or like you usually have something set up where you can talk to each other.
TeamSpeak.
But pub group, yeah. I mean, like a pub group, you're basically limited to chat or emotes if you use them at all.
All right.
Dark Preacher does make the comment. He says, at this point, this is more like a game talk show, kind of Warframe podcast, a TennoCast, but very informative. There is actually a TennoCast out there. I think by that name, if I remember right, but at some point.
Yeah.
Surprise me.
Nidus will be what? I'm trying to do my best to avoid shooting them. Oh, the Nidus balls?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's tempting. You get these tentacles whip out and they draw everything in the room straight into one little lump of things.
Yeah.
And the first thing I want to do is spin and fire an Ogress rocket into it. That's the last thing that you should technically do, though, because you need to make sure that your Nidus can get some stomps through that group first.
Yeah.
before they start opening up. So I usually wait until the Nidus starts shooting. If they don't start shooting at it, if they just stomp it to death, that's fine. But if they stomp a couple of times and then start shooting, then I'll shoot. But even that, I'm still kind of hesitant on. So yeah.
He is Preacher. Having there's definitely a dichotomy in team composition, and when you have a Nidus, you need to be in communication with your squad and say, hey, I'm going to, like in defense missions, generally give Nidus a direction to take care of. Like, give him a hallway to watch, give him an entry point to take care of, so that you're not fighting over these things, because it can be, especially the stronger you make your Nidus, the more delicate your kit becomes, the more important it becomes to get energy back every time you do something, or else you can't afford to keep doing something. So having a teammate around who might be messing that up, whether it's intentional or not, it's easy to mess up. It's easy to turn and go, enemies, boom, and then go, oh, my bad. So, it's how the frame functions.
So from new frames to old frames, real quick. Again, the perfect example of an anti-Nidus or an anti-Hero frame is Mesa.
Yes.
Ember.
Yep.
Yeah, Ember, Mesa. Mesa is the worst because Mesa has the biggest range and is very easy to kill stuff in 1 or 2 hits with Mesa, where it might take more with Ember or such. But Mesa is battlefield wide. As long as Mesa has a line of sight against a bad guy, she can kill it. And that is awesome. And it sucks all at the same time, because you have to learn to limit what part of the battlefield you're working on if you're playing Mesa, or if you're playing like Nidus or Hero in a group with the Mesa. You have to say, hey, can you ignore like the north end of the room so I can kill everything over here? And just hope that they remember that.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things. There's frames like Rhino, where Rhino is a great frame because it does not really require any communication with the rest of your party.
Nope, I just go kill things.
Yes, you charge.
He is party. Very good.
No, go ahead.
He is party agnostic.
Yes,
He
exactly.
does not care about the party.
100%. Necros can be that same way, where Necros is fulfilling a lot of really good purpose, whether it is a communicative party or a non-communicative party.
Yep.
Because he can either interplay with party members or just summon up some dead and rely on himself. It works both ways. It doesn't matter who kills something, Necros can still get you loot out of it. So who cares? Trinity requires a little bit of communication depending on what abilities you're using, but for the most part, even a badly communicating party, Trinity can survive and maybe not thrive, but still function fairly well. It gets harder once you start getting into some of the newer frames, which is a little weird. So yeah, it's interesting to see some of the design differences that they actually made. Heroic Hornet says, hi, I'm new. Hello, new. I'm Vagram.
Dad jokes are strong.
Beat me to it.
I was tempted to put that in there.
You can, Katie,
right.
but new folks don't have voice, basically. The room I'm in, anybody can step in and listen, but not everybody can talk. But you're welcome to. Yeah, see, Preacher says, I knew, I'm Preacher.
The dad joke.
Matt also sounds like a game dev. Yes, he does. 100%. My invisible water bottle. Woohoo.
I love it.
Yeah, this thing's great. It's weird. I can make parts of my head disappear. It's a big Sprite. It's a big Sprite bottle. Green screen. Stupid tricks.
Ooh,
Okay.
Spooky.
We have a whole bunch of people that I think are up for playing. I would say let's go. That is the wrong Frost.
Yes, it is.
I actually need to. It's gonna be funny. Nope. Wait, what? Oh, I don't know. Whatever. I do need to actually get some levels on step other than Harrow. I would not be opposed to doing some, I don't know, 20, 40-minute survival runs. Let's see. Round
Game and place at a time.
I'm going to invite you because I haven't been in a group with you in forever and a half. And greater C if you like dusting yourself off. And then we can swap some people out after we do a what was the one you were doing? What was it? Asur on Uranus?
Yeah.
For survival?
Infested survival, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking let's do that. Gotta make sure I have weapons that don't suck.
Need to make sure all my affinity goes onto the asthma. So I finally have that.
It's fun.
Asthma it's just dumb. I love it. It is a great weapon.
Fun.
Yep. Okay.
I often find myself littering the floor with asthma discs
Yeah.
if I'm using it.
I have this really horrible habit of just, I swap over to the asthma and just, alt fire. Oh, I'm out of ammo. So I have to bring carrier to make sure that I can replenish the ammo reserves in enough realistic time frame to use the gun again. Ever. So yeah, you can just burn through all of your ammo stockpile real quick.
Asthma is the one gun that I put on. I don't remember the name of the mod, but it increases your ammo pool, not your magazine.
Yes, your overall ammo pool. Yeah. That's the one gun I put that
Yeah.
on. Yeah. Let's see. Eric Hornet says, wow, cool guy. What weapon? This is actually the Synode Simulor. This is a faction weapon? Question
It
mark?
is.
Yeah,
Cephalon
okay.
Suda.
Right. I know that there is another one that comes from Cephalon Cimerus. It's just
And that's
this.
just similar.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just a straight up
just-
Simulor.
Plain old Simulor.
Yeah, I like this one better. Let's reset that.
should be good.
He's 17, by the way, is his mastery.
Who, me?
Yep.
Oh, yes, I am actually 17. I'm so close to 18. I'm gonna default. If you look, a shade, and I think maxing out Frost might do it. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, Ralnick is 16 going on 17.
Yeah. Yeah, Ronick had a hospital
You're
trip.
welcome.
He fell behind. Some reason it won't actually let me into the room. Oh, I can actually.
She's in the room.
Oh, are they? Oh, they are.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm skipping that because it's stupid. I don't know why I use this stance with Frost. Looks like he's got a back
Looks
problem. Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I think this is agile. I don't like it.
I don't want it.
At some point, I accidentally got one of Titania's stances, where the person is hunched over and crumpled into a ball that's floating off the ground. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
love
that's
that
for
one.
agile.
Yeah, I accidentally bought it with platinum, and I instantly regret it. It's really odd, and I like it for about a minute and a half on any frame in particular, and then I get tired of it because it just looks wrong.
I've put it on so many frames. I don't have it on most of my frames anymore, but I've worn it on quite a few. Oh, glowy gold thing that I need to pick up. There we go.
That focus orb.
Yeah. I'm on the focus
I
climb. for
love
no-
those
no
glowy
reason.
gold orbs.
Oh,
Things.
here we go.
It's a good tile.
Whoa.
Who got?
I have not gotten notified. What? I can't talk. I have not gotten notified yet. But it's still flickering and flashing. Oh, they're
Yeah.
here.
Cool, they're all chained. Don't worry about it.
Sanguine Eximus.
Quick, unload on them.
No, there's some up here.
Oh,
But that-
something that. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, they don't seem to really care about me.
Something that should probably be said about Harrow, because it's not advertised in his ability screen, is when you cast Penance, whenever you cast it, your new cast time is added to your remaining time.
Oh yeah, I knew that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
figured
that's
that.
not advertised. That should be like super advertised.
It should be
Yeah.
big bold text somewhere. I have made a comment about that on the forums. Of course, I got a response basically equating to "Shut up, you're dumb." So I didn't follow it up, but
Because like
I've
it
said
changes
that.
the way you play him. It's
Yeah.
so important to playing him efficiently.
Anything? Nope. Do I have the wrong... I might have the wrong mods on this guy. Or maybe I didn't put one on yet that I'm thinking of. I thought I had Icy Avalanche on this guy, but I don't think I've put it on yet because I don't have him maxed. Yeah.
Brought the Tigers. I really did not need to bring the Tigers.
But it's so fun.
Brought the Tigers because the Scourge is definitely real broken right now.
Yeah. I love the Scourge, though. I would use that on multiple Warframes, not just him. I really like it.
I adore it. It has become one of my favorite primaries.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely want to play around with that.
The KDF has the research done for it. I think all.
Well,
I think all our clans.
I just got the bundle.
Oh, cheater! Hacks. I mean, yes, I would have done that too.
I went ahead and did testing with Octocore and Scourge and stuff, and yeah, but top half of the body doesn't seem to exist for some mobs for those guns anymore.
Yep, that's the way that somebody phrased it on the Reddit. I was like, oh, okay.
That's not
Top
right.
half does not exist. 404, top half not found.
I shouldn't be able to shoot through the Greener's torso. That's not.
I'll admit I'm less enthused about the Nell. I'm just not really a sniper person.
I'm gonna hit this air canister unless somebody wants to go get another one somewhere.
No, feel free. We didn't bring a Necros.
Go ahead.
Okie dokie. Okay. So I make that bubble go away. Bubble, bubble. Oh, I can go down here and I can do a bubble right here. Have some ice. Oh yeah, this isn't a max frame. Stuff doesn't go as far.
Nope. Speaking of things that go far, Harrow. Harrow's ranges and all his abilities are crazy good.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All of Harrow's numbers in general are dialed to 11. Like that was I guess a rule when making Harrow was dial it into 11. Because even today his buffs on his reload speed, they went from like 40% to 70.
Yeah, that seems a bit nuts. I think that's like, gonna get dialed down.
Okay. I see why they changed the duration and stuff. I get it, because after testing in actual pubs and stuff, the durations I think were too heavily dependent on prime continuity. Like there's no way I'd run without prime continuity.
Mm-hmm.
With the new numbers, I could understand not using prime continuity. Now I'm going to, because duration is like his lifeblood.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get no, not right. Power throw. There we go.
I'll let Matt get some stuff here.
Do not get.
I got turned around and I saw you swinging the thuribles. Like, oh, hold on.
Thank you.
Don't do rebound on glaives now. You punch through. Power through plus punch through. Power through plus punch through. Wow, I can't say that. Clears out a hallway really quick.
Yeah, it does.
Also, it looks kind of dope, and it makes me feel like that guy from the movie Crawl.
Oh, there's something really satisfying about the new melee in one hand, gun in the other hand. Like,
it's not melee.
You feel really, really good.
Thrown melee.
Yeah, it's specifically.
I don't have any decent throwing weapons.
Yeah, it's specifically thrown melee. So I got a couple of one-handed. I have some one-handed swords and daggers that I got to prepare ahead of time for the patch, and I loaded them up, and I'm like, why can't I hold them both at once? And I went back and read, and I was like, oh, I'm a dummy. It's only thrown stuff. Whoops.
I do want to try out, especially with the buffs to it, because I still have the Sicarus Prime. I want to try that with something thrown.
That's supposed to be pretty good now.
It is pretty dope, as the kids are saying, I'm pretty sure.
It's lit, fam.
Yes.
Felt part of my soul die right there saying that.
Speaking like the youth units do, comes at a cost.
Hello, fellow youths. 1, 2, 3. As I bounce my glaive off Rhino's forehead. Bling!
Best place to put it.
Yes, exactly.
Surprisingly bouncy for something so hard.
Don't worry, little brother, there are more. 13th Warrior. That's a good movie. I need to dig that one up. Used to have it on DVD. Back in my day. Dum-dum.
That way.
Eat ice. This is where I start digging out all the ice jokes from the Batman movie that had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it.
Yeah.
Ice to see you.
The one bad one?
Yeah. Whoosh. I need to switch guns though.
Yeah, it was some
What
kind
am
of
I gonna
mega
do?
proc.
I'm gonna move this over here.
Give me energy. For all the bubbles. There we go.
Kaboom! Where was my earth-shattering kaboom? Someday I'll have a prime frame, says Ferg. We can fix that for you. Now that you have non-suck internet, we can fix that for you. Yeah. Going for a ride. Get away from me. Whoosh! Oh, wrong button.
You've been put on ice.
Please.
I like it. Looks like someone needs to chill out.
Exactly.
Nada, did you just pull up the list from a Google search? Bad ice puns.
One I read from Dragon Racer. The other one I came up with all on my own.
I take full credit for that terrible joke. It is mine.
Yes.
I made this.
Yeah. Exactly.
Maybe you should sit in a corner and cool off.
Is that all right?
Ah, ha, ha. I'm
In
gonna
the
need some ice
best
for that
way.
burn.
Yeah. Go away. No, I don't want you.
I love being able to kill the mutalisks before they start spewing everywhere.
I gave up on that a long time ago.
I'm not sure if Preacher doing an Arnold voice with ice puns would be a good thing or a terrifying thing.
You have an
Yes.
Arnold voice? Are you frozen with terror? Oh God, you're fired, Barlock. You're all terrible. Bad, bad people. I'm gonna come over here and
You're
get
very
some
welcome.
loot, and then I'm gonna go back this way.
Ooh,
Well,
so much money.
I was just destroying my energy. I know, right? All the money.
Yeah, see, I have Xeneric, and I have a gun with a proc that gives me energy back.
Yeah.
So I have so many options outside of Harrow that I could see where people would disregard that number 3 and just kind of plow through and kill stuff without meaning to.
Oh, for sure.
You know?
I don't disregard it anymore because of the changes today with the animation time
Right.
and the efficiency changes and natural talent affecting it. Because the ability to in half a second put 10, or in about a second put 10 energy per kill into it, leads to a huge energy gain for myself and any teammates that I'm running around killing around.
I would also like to talk about, real quick, before I forget, you know, recent patches and all the hot streak, kinda, that the devs have been on in a lot of things. There was a patch update several weeks back that affected Necros in a really amazing and positive way that a lot of people just kind of glossed over.
In what way?
He can summon Eximus units now, and they actually have effects.
Yeah, we talked about that when it came out. We were happy.
That is not just crazy. That's just downright insane.
Oh, it's super good.
It's off the charts. Awesome.
Okay, Orthos in a hallway is ridiculous, and I love it.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Orthos plus
in a
reach.
confined space.
Yeah. That's my spin stick. Boy, fetch me my killing stick. Necros being able to summon, you get into those survival matches, longer and longer and longer. You get a more and more to where you just have an Eximus squad, and it's awesome.
Oh,
So, yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, I absolutely love where Necros is right now, where a lot of frames are. Harrow. Frost has been OP and super mad sick for a long time now.
Yeah, but I'm not on Rhino, I'm on Frost usually.
Yep. Frost does not need any tweaking, in my opinion. He doesn't need any changing. Just leave him where he is and modify everybody else around him. Because, I mean, he's very well balanced within his own set of powers. And even in comparison to others, I do think he might be a little too good in compared to some frames, but I think those frames need to be brought up, not Frost brought down.
Yep.
I'm always more of a proponent of buffing what is lacking instead of nerfing what has. That's just my general game philosophy, though.
Yeah, Frost is a really good frame.
Oh, right. From a couple of Friday nights ago, we watched, oh gosh, what was it? Beastmaster and Krull? No.
Krull was the first one.
Yeah, it was Krull. It was Krull and Beastmaster, I think. And there was this point where Rip Torn is standing on top of a pyramid sacrificing a child, and the child won't go down into the fire. And he gets this stick and starts pushing him. And Dark Preacher says in chat, he says, boy, fetch me my pushing stick. Everybody busted out laughing. It was really, really funny. One of those dumb things. By the way, this Friday night, we have Tremors 1 and 2.
Oh my.
Yes, if you want quality bad movies, you need to come watch them with us.
Quality bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh, dear.
They're awesome, terrible movies. You know, it's the kind of terrible movie. There's terrible movies that are kind of accidentally terrible. There are, you know, victims of budget changes or victims of the directors interfering too much, whatever the case may be. I really wish it would make a clanging noise if you hit people with that terrible, but whatever. I think it should make a noise. But there's some other movies that start off with a limitation of budget, and as such, they can either go two directions: be a bad movie and embrace it, or be a bad movie and try to ignore it. And somebody had to use this air canister, didn't they?
Did.
Yeah. I've got a base set up around nothing. Kaboom!
Oh,
Well, it's set around something. It's around where a canister used to be.
See what I'm gonna do? There's a really nice hallway here. Does anybody mind if I stick a bubble here?
I do. I very much mind if you stick a bubble there.
Too late.
Step forward a few steps.
So yeah,
Ooh, that's one I didn't have before.
oh, that's a nice one. I have a couple, but not a lot.
I just need to clean out the Elemental series. The basic ones.
There's a couple of those I'm missing still. No, not the compound elemental ones. Not the simple ones. But yeah, Tremors and Tremors 2 are those kinds of movies that knew they were bad movies going into it, and they revel in it, and they kind of work within that space. And I think it makes it better because of it. Oh, and stop firing at crap. I'm going to aim my gun over here.
What? Oh, you're fine. You're not bothering me, dude.
It's bouncing energy orbs off the back of your head. Bing.
Ah, that's fair.
Like legit, that thing on the top, I can actually ping it off the top of your skull.
Glorious.
Whatever that giant prong is. Mr. Ralnick, how are you doing over there?
Try plugging the wall of energy. Yeah,
Well,
you can.
I think Relic's muted. I'm not sure.
No, he's not. He talked.
I just heard him, I thought.
Yeah, he did.
I think, what, where?
Ronald, talk again? Yeah?
I can hear you now.
There's something.
I
there.
am saying things.
There
right
he
here.
is. Somehow he got muted for me. That's interesting. I don't know how that happened.
You just don't like me anymore. I understand.
Neener, neener. Who's running what? I didn't even pay attention.
Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you haven't been answering any of my questions. Never mind.
Okay, it's not my imagination. We have a Rhino and a Rhino Prime. Okay.
That is correct.
I actually need to get the Rhino Prime.
Greater Sea needs to get Rhino Prime. And everyone does.
I got
Rhino
that
Prime.
pack.
Yeah, I had to get the pack.
I want to get him mostly because I think his iron skin looks
a whole
better.
bunch of crap up here. Jesus.
Oh yeah, and
Golden tank.
his run speed is faster. That's value enough right there to get him. So
His run speed is faster.
yeah, which is amazing.
Still doesn't matter much.
Oh, it's a significant difference between the two.
Wow, there's a lot of stuff up here. Ooh.
Yeah.
Loot.
I haven't been over there in a while. Let's go say hi to all the pickups.
Is that done? Are we done?
Loot. I am your father. Where did all the bad guys go?
Oh.
Oh, they were all up here.
That line's technically not even right. That's not the right way to say the line. Most people very, very commonly misquote that line from Empire Strikes Back.
Okay, there are movie quotes out there that aren't in movies.
Yeah.
Okay, corrosive and viral procs together are hilarious.
Yes,
Yeah,
they are.
they're pretty awesome.
I'm of the understanding that "Beam Me Up, Scotty's" not a thing that's actually said.
Nope.
It's not.
In the original series, it's not, but in the movies, they caught on to it and actually put it in some of the original movies. But
Yeah,
it's
I'm under the impression that it's quoted from the movies, not, from the TV shows, not being in the original TV shows.
Yes, exactly. It's like Sherlock Holmes never says "elementary, my dear Watson." That's not in any of the books. Zimerick. Okay, Matt is weird hallways. It's boring. I'm going back over here.
I'm sorry.
Oh wow, there's stuff here. Hi guys. Whee! Kablam! The coffee fairy's home.
Nice.
Coffee Fairy. Hi, Coffee Fairy.
Unintentional benefits of the Orthos is that I guess the stance I have on it makes Rhino really acrobatic. He just occasionally just starts leaping all over the place.
It's one of the things I really am glad I did with the Haruto, the fist weapons that came out with this, about the same time as Nidus. I changed the polarity on the actual stance slot and used another stance. And it's so different. It's awesome. I feel like I'm a Muay Thai kickboxer. Great.
I have to get
It's
that
actually
other
effective.
stance.
I might have extra. I'm not sure.
I may have one.
I don't think I have too many fist stances.
I think I have two.
Or sparring. I'm not sure which one that would be.
I have one and the other one.
You say there are two.
Yeah.
Okay, Parasite, go away. Ooh, Axie G1.
Ooh. I don't know what's in that. Go away.
Neither do I, but it's an Axie, so.
Leave me, foul beast. How about you? I still like the Cyanoid Simulator. Even after the changes they made to it, it's still a fun gun.
Still a good gun too.
Yeah. I'm going for a ride. Eat ice. Eat ice. Oh yeah, I have this thing. I can go kaboom! What? I didn't sign up for electroshock therapy. Leave me alone. There comes a bad 70s kung fu dub for me. Ooh, what? Where? Is the audio out of sync with the
think
stream
you mean
again?
good.
Yeah. I was about to say, are there bad ones? I thought they were all awesome. My Saturday mornings consisted of Kung Fu Action Theater and Monster Movie Drive-Thru on some of the local TV stations. I watched monster movies and bad Kung Fu movies more than I watched cartoons sometimes when I was growing up. Which
I do say we should do a, should it be possible, a Kung Fu Hustle of Shaolin soccer night.
I would find it on a streaming service. I would do that in a heartbeat. Let's renew that. We've been watching The Air. It's at 80+%. Somebody's paying attention. I don't know whom.
Not me. I've been killing things.
Yeah. Periodically
Oh,
look
look
up and
at
like,
me.
okay, we're not dead yet. Yay.
Not being dead is a good sign, right?
Pirate says, hi, Coffee Fairy. AJ the Baller? I'm going to go with that interpretation of that name. Is hosting you. Thank you very much, AJ. Pirate says, I love Kung Fu Theater. Yeah, Kung Fu Action Theater on some of the local TV stations down here were awesome. That's where I first saw 36 Chambers of the Shaolin, which is one of the movies that basically started the Wu-Tang Clan. That's one of their major foundations for why those guys got along and hung out together. They even made an album based on it. Great. Whee.
Something I want to find. I only ever managed to see like 10 minutes of it on TV for like once. There's a
What?
really old kung fu movie. That was like, it had to have been originally a comedy because too many weird things happened in it. Like, one dude's weapon was like his braid and he like managed to choke someone with it.
I mean, human hair is pretty strong.
Okay, I put this one politely. One guy had like an iron groin. This one dude like wasted 5 minutes just punching him repeatedly down there and then nothing. He's just standing there.
That's weird.
Yep.
Yeah.
Ooh, there's things over here. Woo! No, I'm going for a ride. Lee, run. Bad.
Okay. You need to go before. Whoops, hello.
23 minutes, hey! My wife doesn't like the old Jackie Chan movies. Your wife needs some
Wrong.
help or something. Yeah, your wife is wrong.
Remember when I was little, there was a cartoon, Jackie Chan Adventures.
Yes.
Great cartoon.
God,
One more thing!
you really know how to make me feel old, Hart.
That's exactly what I was saying.
Uh-huh. Really know how to make me feel old. I remember when
sorry,
I
I
still
was
had a
born
job that was
after you.
voting and paying
Yeah, I'm out of
taxes.
affinity range. Let me go back into affinity range. I'm bringing the party.
Level 2 snow globe. Hooray! Got a better thing. Let's just kick some of these things out here. Spread some party favors. Burning Fist 12. Thank you very much for the follow. Whee! I put way probably too many Forma into my Azuma, but I don't care.
It's just, I haven't tried
As
it
long
yet.
as
I'm
you're
just
having
putting
fun with
ranks
it.
on it, but it sounds fun.
It's awesome. What's the? Is it the 150
The,
login? Here, I'm gonna.
100. Because I just got it.
That gets you to the Eczema slot and the.
Yeah, 150 is the Eczema. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So it's 100. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank you,
God.
Brownlee.
That was just a
Yep.
ball of eczema right here.
Dun, dun, dun.
I just got the reward, so yeah, I knew what it was.
Yeah. I'm 5
Nope,
days away
I'm
from
out of energy.
200.
Bye-bye.
I would be closer to 200, but no.
A few trips to the hospital later, and stuff. Time to run.
Hey, Vagram, I noticed that you have
There we
a
That's better.
group for Mixer. How do you get into that?
Oh, we can't.
I think someone
add
just
you.
shoots you an invite. Yeah.
Actually, yeah, Dark Preacher can probably send you an invite. Oh, Mr. Preacher.
If ever Greylock invited me to it.
Preacher man. Oh, Preacher man.
Where did everybody go? There's one person.
I have been vaguely within the same vicinity for a while now. Matabase wandered off for a bit there. Oh, Roundnick wandered off.
What? I'm in the same area.
Yeah, no, I wandered off.
Your affinity disappeared for like 4 seconds.
Oh, I ran to the end of the hallway. Yeah, trying
Yeah.
to get a kill I wanted to get.
That guy deserved to die. Fire this thing off. Fire this thing off. I have all of my energy going bye-bye.
There, have some back. There, it's all back.
Yay!
I pumped all of my energy into my thermal. I get 123 energy back to me and the party on headshot kill.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah, it's no joke. It's 32 energy per regular kill.
You don't have a flow on your build?
I have a prime flow on my build.
Oh,
Get out of here, Parasite.
I have
There we go.
425 max energy.
okay.
It
Double.
disappears quickly when you use your thermal, though.
Yeah.
And I've got natural talent on, so it disappears even faster.
Yeah, natural talent's on my build also.
Thank you, Preacher. I got
There
a
you go.
poke from somebody.
Yeah, there you go. Preacher gets set up.
As long as I can
I
kill
just
the
can't
enemies,
see it
I can
right
keep
now.
you guys with full energy.
Kuga says, I remember the old Jackie Chan movie where chubby Sammo Hung was doing backflips on a skateboard. Yep. Yes, Sammo Hung is deceptively agile for a man of his size. Get on here. Get some yum-yums. Oh, bad. Get back to the ice bubble. Whoosh.
Nope, get back here, Parasite. There we go, now you're dead.
Kablamo. Here, smush. Leave me alone. Go away. There you go. Stupid ancient.
Be kind of an odd question. Is there a Grenier enemy that can like randomly teleport you?
Yes.
Commanders.
Yep, commanders.
Okay, that
Supposed
was
to
that was confusing me.
It's a lot like Loki's switch teleport,
do exactly like Monkey Switch teleport.
except it's an enemy instead of a friend.
Freeze.
Oh, I needed that 2,000 credits.
The best reward for 30 minutes of this.
I really
alright.
needed those 2,000 credits. Over my 18 million.
I don't have that many, and Prime Pillars are coming to the store soon.
Yeah, I know they are.
You don't have enough?
Ooh, Sinister Reach.
You
I'm
don't
looking at
need
buy
my
10 of 'em?
credits.
You don't need more prime pillars, you dumbo.
Didn't you buy 10 of them?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, how many prime pillars will be
Parasites.
enough?
There's not a number that's gonna be enough Prime Pillars.
See? He has a problem.
Yes,
we need
I
to
have a
take
few
his
problems.
platinum away from him. And his credits.
My
He
platinum
did it
Prime
last time.
Pillars.
He took his credits away.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Oh,
took
hang
the
on, we
credits
need a
for
canister.
myself. Yeah, we do need a canister, don't we?
I'm hitting one. Somebody else can hit one.
I think all the ones are like way off somewhere else.
Do we need to start moving towards the exiting thing? There's 5 that way.
We just need to get towards a canister.
Let's just move towards the canister.
I'm moving towards the next canister.
We
Oh.
need some kills real quick so I can pay for that thermal I just cast.
Slip sliding away.
Found some.
Okay, this is a great tile.
I actually like this tile.
This is the tile I went over 2 hours on.
This is the tile I got stuck on when I was using Atlas in that Defectors mission when it first came out.
Ugh.
Yeah, so I had Atlas set up where I'd put all three of my walls back here, and stuff would just pile up at the top of the ramp. It was great.
That's what I wanted to do.
You need to die, buddy. Okay. Time for more party favors. We just pick some of these things out.
Follow the trail of loot back to where you guys were.
Oh, the death of destruction. Power throw. Like Power Rangers, you have to shout out your move before you do it.
God.
I think it'd be awesome to see footage where somebody actually dubbed voice lines in for each of the frames, and they had to shout out their ability name every time they used it.
Oh god, I think there's like 5 parasitic eggs in this right here.
Berg's been timed out for 60 minutes.
What on earth did Ferg do?
His name screws it up, the filters.
What, Berg?
Yeah, Ferg has been timed out for 60 minutes.
Out energy and out iron.
Kuga's ass is not in the actual bad word filters. Everything more complex than that is. Fergcraft has been timed out for too many filtered words. Poop. Yep, he used poop. And he used fecal.
Alright, let's get Greater Seas some energy.
Whoop, I'm dead.
There, Greater Seas got energy. Now let's revive Vigor.
I seem to have fallen over.
Oh, thank you.
He's gonna fire some ammo discs off. You're like candy. Oh, a piece of candy. It's a piece of candy.
Do we wanna...
No, not yet. 5 more minutes.
Okay.
We'll leave it 40. Take one of those back there.
Just stay close, we should be okay.
Yeah.
If it stays together, shouldn't be a problem.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, they say as they tried holding a doorway.
There, I'll stand on the doorway, nothing can get past me.
Better not be a firework insert someone setting off.
Oh, I mean, they gotta use up all the extras.
I only say that because I don't want to go through the effort of needing to mute myself.
Wall of fire! Wall of fire!
Did anyone see what that reward was? Because I wasn't paying attention.
It's a relic.
Oh, that's good.
We won.
It's not as good, but it's still good.
Juggernaut.
Oh,
Cool.
yes.
So let's.
Where is it?
Where is it?
Sounds pissed. Yeah,
See if chains work on it.
Get chained. Haha, it works.
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Leave me alone. Go away. Stop. So, let me say something. Look, camera, what now? Oh, right. Ass isn't it, but arse is. Yes, because Dark Preacher gave me this list, and it's got a whole bunch of really weird stuff on it. Basically, there's a bug with Scorpbot, the thing I'm using to enforce my naughty words list. And every time I start it up, it's blanked out about half of its settings. So I have to redo my naughty words list. I have to redo a whole bunch of my kick ban on, or not too many emojis and stuff like that. I have to redo all those settings. And I have a bad words list that I keep finding that's super long and has a whole bunch of excessive stuff on it that isn't really a bad word. And I keep editing things down and saving the new list and finding more things. So, yeah. Sorry, Ferg. We'll see you in 45 minutes at this point. There's nothing I can do about it.
Oh.
I do not know how to untime out
Breach is
somebody.
on the- Creature's working on it.
More stuff up here? Loot! Use the force, loot.
Yeah.
I know. Not really great, but whatever. I'll take
God, those are hard.
it. Dum 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 dum. Kaboom!
Hope you get back here and die.
I wonder. Sure, why not? Oh, I will retreat to the safety of my bowl.
That's an interesting snow globe there, Vagrant.
Hey, I'm in it. And you know what? I think I might have found a loophole. Mobs don't want to pass down here.
Nope, they don't.
So they kind of stand at the edge.
And then you can shot them.
Growl, snap at you.
Okay, you can take care of that.
So I'm gonna sit here in my pit and fire black holes back out at them.
I mean, it sounds like a good plan to me.
The true skeet frame. We get Vagrant down to the pit, and then I number 4 everything into the air for him to shoot.
So ski frame's gonna be much easier to do now, guys. We can go to the simulacrum for that.
Yeah. Yeah, now that we can actually do multi-person simulacrum, we can actually make skeet frame a lot easier. 7% canister, please. Also, we're about
let me find one.
15
There's
seconds.
one this
till-
way. Oh, Matt is near it.
Good.
I'm... Oh, thank God, the Oberon chassis. I'm so happy I picked that up. Actually,
Ooh,
did fine.
Maxie.
That's good. I'll take that.
Also, 40 minutes.
Yep, I'm heading towards the exit. Oh, get out of my way.
Yeah, that's my current problem. There we go.
Welcome back,
Ooh.
Ferg.
Is Berg finally back?
Yeah.
Oh, I went the wrong way somewhere. Hang on.
Hi.
Thought I was
We're
going.
working on it.
Where the blinkety blink blank? Oh, it
Grab
did.
one.
Okay.
I'll grab one.
Life support activated.
Use that device. But he killed it just out of spite.
I did.
Nada.
Back up, Matabase. Thank you.
Life support on the way.
Okay, Ross Prime's taken care of.
Whee!
I didn't already have Eagle Eye? Huh. This one I did.
Not allowed to word, says Berg.
Poor Ferg.
Yeah, there's an overly long, list, master list of naughty words that I got from Dark Preacher and some of the other guys. Manabase left the squad.
I did. If Hart wants to rotate in.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring Hart in.
Okay.
Hart, are you doing things?
Nope.
Yay!
I was doing an ACAD run because I formatted Harrow again, but then I decided to pop out because it sounded like you guys were starting to wrap up.
Yes.
Ooh, I'm gonna find something to level up.
Forming Hero again. That's a good choice.
Asthma's maxed out.
I have 2 or 3. Can't remember.
Did my
What do I
fourth the
want
other
to
day.
do?
I think I now match the number of forma, or I'm one off.
Let's put
have
ranks on
4
the nail
forma.
gun.
Let's go back to the madness.
Wahaha.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah. Let me make sure I have a build that doesn't suck.
Always good.
It is an excellent plan.
That's not worth it. Okay, good.
Alternate duration? What? This is a
What?
wonky build. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna stick with it for now. It doesn't seem terribly terrible.
On who?
Nidus. Whee.
Yeah, that's your range. That's your range grab.
Yeah. It's got range in it. I don't normally run durability on him. I mean duration. Duh. On Nidus, I normally use I don't want the larva thing to stick around terribly long, so yeah. Anyway, I'm ready. Woo.
I'm gonna stick levels on the harpoon gun.
Yeah, I tell you what, Berg I could probably send you this text file if you want to sit down for 15 minutes and trim it for me. I'd be very happy. That is one huge up. Today's bad word is pop. Got it right. Wait 45 minutes. Whee.
You must provide cover for
Boop.
set up.
Whoops.
Something exploded.
Berg says he would accidentally put himself on,
On timeout.
I think, I
Oh,
think on the list.
accidentally
The
put
naughty
himself on
word
the naughty
list.
word list. That'd be fun.
Ah, Ferg.
You really ferged up this time. Hooray!
The emergency life support
Whoop.
item
Oh, here it is.
I'm gonna head out for a little bit, folks.
All right,
Fine.
Matt. We'll talk to you later.
Catch you guys later. Enjoy your space ninjas. And thank you, chat, for engaging in all the theory crafting conversations involving Warframe. It's my jam.
Yeah, I want to get into Metacraft with you.
Bye, Matabot.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye, Matt.
Stomp. Stomp.
Oh, if I could get a big line of enemies chained down and then you came over and stomped them, that could be interesting.
Woo! That was exciting. It
Let's
made
do
me
that
tingle.
again.
Rumpy Stompy.
Everything is dying to the Voltor.
Boltor Prime. Oh, the Boltor,
Yeah.
much less the Boltor Prime, is sick. I love that gun. Whee. Whee.
Greater C, I may have a couple parts for that Voltor Prime if you need them.
May have a what? Sorry.
Couple of parts.
Couple of
Oh.
parts for the Voltor Prime.
Oh, that's what I have right now.
He finished
oh,
it.
okay. Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's a great gun.
Yeah, it's
You're
my
the-
favorite.
Bad guys.
You're the Nidus. Never mind.
Trust the night is touch. Sorry, never mind. I'll shut up. Healing. Boom! Raining bad guys.
Something is over here. Oh, I-10.
Python? Oh,
You got a
Star?
structure?
Ooh, what? Where? Who, what? Oh,
I-10 star down here. Cyan.
Oh, star.
hooray!
They have-
I'll hit you to death.
Apparently, it took them a while, but they finally removed the ability to waypoint Iatan stars.
Gonna take waypoint themselves now.
They've been waypointing themselves.
Oh.
That was the thing.
Ooh, thank God, not a copy of Swift Death I didn't have.
Hit the wrong button. Got out of my suit. Oh God!
It only hurts a little bit.
Oh, bad guys.
There we go. There's more ranks on this thing. I can finally add reload speed to this.
Curly, after we're done here, I'll help you out with more leveling you, that kind of thing, if you need it.
Yeah, if anybody's watching, we do have several clans, smaller sized clans within Warframe. Lots of nice people in them. I also suggest, yeah, I also suggest that if you are not already, go over to discord.vagram.com and hang out on the Discord. Because we have lots of Warframe nuts over there. Oh, bad guys.
I'm sorry, but you say Warframe nuts, and I can't help thinking of something sort of like an opposite of Alcoholics Anonymous. I am Heart of Dragons, and I've been playing Warframe since late December.
The only people that come to mind when talking about that, Metabase is kind of the top of the list.
Yeah, and size.
Yeah, nice.
Yes.
Basically, anyone who has Excalibur Prime.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
2,000 credits. Yay!
I mean, at least that fits for a rotation one. Gotta hit the hitboxes on the crawlers.
Kind of fun to freeze them in mid-grab. You get to see if you froze them before they grab you or not.
Oh, yes, I love this gun so much I forgot how much fun it is.
Which one?
The Sobek.
Ah, you got
Soulbeck
acid
is
shells
awesome.
on there.
Yeah, I've had, doing Kelladith aim runs for something. I can't remember what. Oh, it was
Me.
Saren. Yeah, it was Saren. Saren stuff around it, yeah. And we got acid shells to drop, and I was like, what's a Sobek? So I made one, and I was immediately addicted. Shotgun of awesome.
Yeah, I forgot to put my mod on that. I was using it the other day, and I couldn't do anything with it.
Whoops.
Berg actually did Grimco employee work. Now we'll have to pay him.
Yeah, so I should start working on the forum.
We have Reddit now.
Yeah, we actually have a subreddit now. That we have forums that nobody used, so we decided to make a subreddit that nobody would use also.
That nobody uses. Yeah.
Yeah. So, it's okay. You've got time. Nobody will notice.
Yeah, it's not gonna hurt us.
Nope. Missed time that jump.
Kaboom! And
Oh, iron skin.
Ah, go for it. You will die from stomps. This I declare. Okay,
That we had that conversation before game time. I've actually been more conscious of looking at what other people are doing.
I try to pay attention. If I see, if I do see a Hero swinging a Thurible, I try not to shoot that direction. Sometimes I get gung-ho and shoot things because I'm gun-heavy.
Everything in this room needs to die.
This hero runs Zeneric, and once Zeneric has been used, I pretty much don't use my 3.
Boom!
Yeah, I see a hero standing there. I turn around. I go the other direction.
He is funny looking.
Flat head, flat base. Yeah, it's really funny.
The flat face doesn't bother me as much as on Oberon Prime because he does actually have a chin.
Yeah. Everything died a stomping.
Ooh, a big line of enemies on the ramp here.
Where?
They're dead now.
Oh. Yeah.
I think the Nidus got. I think I'm gonna pop a life support.
We're at
56%.
56%.
Yeah.
And we don't need one yet.
Eh,
Too late.
it's fine. They only
40,
give 30.
30.
They give 30%. Leave me alone. Go away.
I think I just went by an invisible rhino.
Yep, you did.
That's not weird at all. Oh.
With a Prime Sedana. Yay!
Which one?
3,000 credits!
Ooh, that's even better than last time.
Not by much.
Is that one that comes with the pack?
Touchdown blue
The
trap
rhino
to catch
pack?
bird. Oh.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I see a line between me and Vagrant. It's like, yeah, I should always just stick around then, I guess.
Man. It does have a pretty long range, but it's not mandatory. That gives you some kind of benefit I can't remember. Damage
I had
boost.
something pop up called Ravenous. I'm assuming I had lifesteal for a little bit.
Ooh, wow. Oh,
When
grass.
you're standing in the grass, it gives you healing.
Okay.
Regeneration.
Enemies? Hello?
What the
Wow.
hell? I don't see any enemies.
16,000 damage on a stomp to an ancient. Woo.
It needs to go higher.
Apparently, everybody in chat's chasing Ferg around with glue traps and trying to trap him.
Yeah, I see this. What's going on?
I'm kind of lost. What's going on,
It
guys?
Ferg, what
is,
did you do?
it is Ferg.
Good point. Kaboom!
Whatever it is, I blame Ferg.
Bird, he's got to stop being picked on. Oh wait, no, can't. No,
I don't know. If
can't
that's
stop
possible.
picking on him.
Okay, I'm moving into the bottom of the pit. The bottom of the
If it's not picking on him, they're going to start picking on someone else.
Hi,
True.
hello, how are you?
One ringy dingy. Two ringy dingy.
That is a skit by Lily Tomlin.
Yep, Rona Martin's laughing.
Yeah, I remember that show. Used to watch reruns
Yep.
of it when I was a kid.
Sock it to me?
Yeah. That was before Goldie Hawn was killed and replaced by a very poor replicant. Whoa, okay.
All of you explode in chunks. Thank you.
So, I used to play this pen and paper RPG called Shadowrun.
Me too.
Yeah, it took place in the 2050s. In the near future, there was cyberware, but magic had also been reintroduced into the world. And they had this fantastic gaming mechanics system for explosions, dealing with combat and explosions and stuff like that. And they used to describe the interaction of grenades in small spaces as the chunky salsa effect. And it was a glorious chapter of, it was like a paragraph of describing this, and it's not that long, but it's hilarious. I'm looking for bad guys. I think Hart is hogging all the bad guys.
I
Art,
found a door.
give them back.
I found a door. I have not gone through the door.
Let's go through the door. Stomp.
Where? Must be dead.
The door is
Ah.
that way.
Art, give them back.
Oh my god, I'm going for a ride.
Even-
Everyone,
Whoop.
die. There's no air canisters that way. Just bad guys. Oh, now there's bad guys out here. What the heck?
Nope. I accept this.
Come here, guys.
Parasite, kill it.
Okay, middle of the room, middle of the ramp. Let's do that. Shotgun. Everything dies. I think acid shells in the Sobek is probably one of the most underestimated or overlooked combos to make a shotgun into an instant death weapon. Now, I'm not counting the Tiger's Prime because the Tiger's Prime starts off as a death weapon, so it's not a really good point of comparison. Ba-dum-dum. Ba-dum. So, if we were, oh, need more grass, going to craft a squad, which is what, 4 people?
Yep.
You're going to have Harrow in it, and you're going to be doing like high level, I don't know, like long survival runs. Who else would you put in that group with Harrow? What's your dream group?
Not Ember.
Okay,
I kind of want to see what an Octavia alongside Hera would do.
that could be interesting.
Assuming that they are on opposite sides of the room.
Well, that's the thing is, if I would play Octavia as like dropping a 1 to put enemies in one place, then acting as like a mobile turret, just hopping around and firing at things.
Her one is very adept at killing things.
I could see Nidus being part of the group.
Sure. You could do Harrow, you could do Nidus, you can maybe have somebody like Rhino or Inaros and give them like a weapon that's got Guardian Derision on it so they can block and grab aggro, you know, stuff like that.
I can do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oberon works really well with Guardian Duration if you have a Rage Renewal build.
Okay, that's an interesting idea. Overlapping grass, doing Nidus and Oberon in the same group. That could be interesting.
Let's see, we have Oberon who heals, Nidus can heal, Trinity heals, Harrow can heal, so if you get a Healy team, how long could you last?
Yeah. You'd have
That's a really good question.
you have Trinity and Harrow restoring energy on a regular basis. Oh my god, there's barf everywhere. Kaboom! Up the grass. Can't remember what I have for my miasma. Nope, you found a prime. Okay. Let's see if I can just pop some shots downrange. Epona Prime does stupid damage. If you do not have the Epona Prime secondary weapon, I firmly suggest you try and get it.
I'm freezing that.
Oh, already got it.
Because it is awesome.
All right.
Hard if you're free tomorrow. What do you normally push? I heard you say you were free tomorrow.
That is not what I said, but I cannot recall what it is that I actually said.
I could. Never mind.
First
I
signs
need to
of
do some
senility
relic
right
cracking
there.
this week before the weekend.
Well, I'm kind of focusing on other things, like chaining enemies and not dying. As I strip my shields away.
Press. I'm back. Come here. Here, splat. Kabloy.
There we go.
I'm going to pop an air canister.
Oh yeah, we're at 32%. Thank you.
It's okay when I pop it at 30%, right?
Yes.
It's okay when you pop it at anything above like 2%, yes.
But less than 3%.
Alright, if we're at 1%, I will not pop an air canister.
Pretty much. See how long you can last. At that point, you're embracing oblivion.
I wonder if Rhino's iron skin will be affected by that.
No,
Well,
it bypasses
Does
that.
it bypass it?
Yeah.
Yeah, once your health gets down to that 5 points, your iron skin disappears. I have tried this.
Well, that's no fun.
Hey, bad guys, I have a full auto shotgun. Come find me. Ooh, look at all the bark. Okay, let's put some grass down in here. Right here. Ooh, Axie E2. I don't know what's in it, but I'll take it.
Yep.
It's better than the 2,000 credits.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
I actually spent time while we were talking getting a whole bunch of relic packs earlier. Because I need ducats before Saturday.
Fat ducats. Guess who didn't buy a digital ticket? This guy.
Okay, apparently there's now an argument about whether Ferg actually exists.
Schrodinger's Berg. Is that a thing?
I don't
It
know.
is now.
Have you gone through the class in school about Schrodinger's cat, Art?
Don't think so.
Quantum molecular states? Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, yada, 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 yada.
Yeah, I just don't remember the mention of the cat.
Cat's in a box with a radiation sample, and
Yeah, the
until
basic,
you open the box, the cat's either, well, it's both alive and dead.
the original story goes that a scientist was he can't remember what he was originally experimenting with, but he was it was basically poison, a bolt of poison, and a cat that he put into a box and he covered the lid, and the basic idea is that it personifies the quantum state theory where the cat exists in multiple possible states at once. It is both alive from not touching the poison and dead from touching the poison all at the same time. And you don't know what state it's in until you open the box and check.
Kind of like
How
wood
much
relics.
effort he had to go
According to
through to
Ortis.
stuff that cat in a box of poison.
I definitely think you could label Schrodinger as a irresponsible pet owner. Sure, sure. The wife and I have a friend that gets irrationally angry anytime somebody brings up Schrodinger's cat because they think it's a dumb thing. Like, you know, that's not how it works. It's stupid. Cats don't work that way. If it smell bad, you know, the cat's not. I'm like, you're missing the point, dude. Okay. Let's move over here. Ooh. Now Rowling found bad guys. Okay. Plant some grass and cause some trouble. No, that was a dead. Hello? That's a dead end. Whee!
They're all 3 dead.
Wow. Okay. So the only time it doesn't spawn is when we're in there. Oh, that's great.
Yep, that's why I stayed where I was.
Okay. I'll leave it alone then.
There's an air canister down here. Oh, there we
Oh,
go.
did
I was
you
going to say
get
we
that
can't
yet,
get
Dad?
to it, but
50%. Is this a door that opens? That's not a door that opens. There's a lot of dead ends in this room. Ooh, that stings.
until that comes off.
Power throw. Anybody seen the new Power Rangers movie, by the way?
I have not, but I've heard good things about it.
I am kind of shocked at how much it didn't suck. Let's toss one of these things out. Little rumpy stumpy. Hi,
I got a
guys.
canister.
Oh, you're hitting one?
Yeah, I just did.
We maybe want to hit another one soon. Let's put some more grass down. Obviously, the person has never met my cat. He'd knock over the bowl of poison and then eat the box. I've got a cat that's about that dumb, too. My wife can attest to it.
Is that
Yeah,
the one
cat,
that
I
you
said-
swung around like a thurible?
Yes. Gives me energy back. I'm a terrible person. I know this. Yeah. I quote Foghorn Leghorn. That cat, I say, that cat's about as smart as a bag of wet hammers.
I just pitch them and you keep on missing them.
Exactly. Die. There we go. Here, pop.
Fatal acceleration. Did I already have that one? Well, if I didn't, I do now.
That sounds like a feature in a car I used to own. I had a Ford Granada where the gas pedal would get stuck down sometimes. You'd have to hook your foot
Oh,
under
that
it.
sounds fun.
Yeah, it was awesome. You have to hook your toe under it and pull it back up.
That didn't work at all. Let me jump these damn things.
Grass. You're mine now.
There we go.
Let's see. I think I'm a couple of stomps away from going Super Saiyan, or whatever it is. See waves of energy whipping past me periodically.
Yeah, apparently I can chain whatever you're linked to.
Yeah, that doesn't shock me. It just doesn't do any damage to it.
Oh, it doesn't do any damage normally. It just stops them from moving.
Critter C's hogging the bad guys.
Oops, sorry.
I'm kidding.
I am.
I'm at max stacks. I'm all good. Yeah, a Ford Escort was a naughty word. I had a Ford Escort GT, and I got berg struck. Yes, there's a lot of dumb words on that list you gave me, Breach. Okay, fine. All the action's up here. Let's put some grass down. All right, Bob, tell him what he's won. I don't know.
You just won a Winnebago.
Wow. A whole bunch of stuff just exploded.
Exploding stuff sounds good, as long as it's not in your face.
So I know the Scourge damage is bugged, but does the bullet attractor thing still work?
The bullet attractor thing was dubious at best beforehand. I did a lot of testing, and it seems like per bullet, there's like a 35 to 40% chance that it'll actually trigger. And even then, most of the time, to get it to trigger, I had to aim it roughly at their head anyway, or where the buff area was, which kind of eliminates the purpose.
I think the point is to aim at the area anyway.
What do you mean?
I mean, it's a bubble. You shoot at the bubble, and anything in the bubble gets sucked towards their head, right?
The bubble is on the head.
Yeah.
So if you're shooting at the bubble, you're shooting at the head. There's no suck.
Yep.
Your logic is flawed.
That's how it seemed to be explained, and that's how it seems to work.
Basically, when the buff gets put on bad guys, you're supposed to be able to shoot near them, and those shots will get pulled in to create headshots. Instead of like normally body shots, you should be able to aim at the mob generally, and it'll just turn everything that was a body shot or, you know, whatever, into a headshot. The problem is, like, you have, some Corpus or Grenier units. You gotta think about this. Grenier units that have the big bulbous shoulder pads. So, like, yeah, like, so quite a bit of the time, headshots get pulled in from the side or from the back and they don't count. Or, headshots just don't get pulled in.
Ah, I'm not sure what just happened, but I died.
Ah, leave me alone. Everything die. I'm just gonna throw some grass down right here. For the reason. Yeah, there's points where it's described on the forums with a bit more clarity, but not much. It's described in one way on the forums, a different way somewhere else, and it's kind of eh. But as far as everybody has been talking about it on the forums and on the subreddit, it's supposed to be that it pulls shots within a certain range towards the little bubbles to make headshots. The whole purpose is pairing it with the knell so that you get the death knell buff when you do headshots, and that doesn't consume ammo, increases fire rate. But like with the let's say the Nucor beam weapon, you can see that you can aim like, I don't know, just a millimeter to the left of some guy's head, and you'll see the beam jerk over periodically, but not constantly. It's like it's checking every shot, and periodically it will jerk over, and then it'll go back to normal, and then it'll, you know, veer off to the side and then back to normal. It's really bizarre. It's not consistent. The one thing that is universal is that the description says that it's supposed to guarantee headshots if you use it right. The question is, is anybody using
What
it?
is using it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the big mystery right now that I haven't really gotten an answer on. So I can't say for sure the Discourage alt-fire thing is broken, but I'm not sure if it worked right in the first place or not. I don't know. I'm gonna grab you. Kaboom! You can die now. Okay. Ah. I'm on my bottom. Grass. Just shoot all of that, shall we? We are at 33 minutes, and I'm thinking let's leave it 40 again if we can.
Okay.
Oh, God, I'm pulling. Hey, I'm back. Let's pop that. Wow, you people are just all up in my business.
I may have brought gifts.
Are these the kind of gifts that take 5 minutes to clean off the bottom of your shoe, or?
The kind of gifts that give you stacks.
Oh, bat stacks? Need to go get some
Not
loot.
just stacks.
Nidus stack. Nah, okay. What? Just leave me alone. What? No. You're mine. Going die. How did that larva get all the way over there? I could deflect it off somebody's head.
Possibly me.
Your head's weird, Harrow.
I'm sorry.
More stuff. Kaboom! $35. Put some grass down. More stomping. I can't see a ding dang thing. What's going on?
You know, right as I did a stomp to halt one of the Eximus, it died.
You're welcome.
Ooh, nice long hallway full of stuff. Chunky salsa effect.
That really is a very interesting description.
Uh-huh. I still have this weird thing. It's been a bug that's been on Nidus for a while, where periodically you'll shoot the larva and it will appear behind you a couple of feet. And I'm not sure why. They're mine.
Maybe he somehow gets it so that it bounces off of himself.
Yeah, I don't know. Thank God I found that Oberon chassis. I tell you what.
Yep. That was the entire reason I took. For an Oberon chassis.
I did not a defection, a defense mission yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday, where I got 6 Harrow chassis. I was like, what? What the hell is going on? Can I sell these?
What do you have for credits?
Yeah, well. That's I'm in Queen's Bicycle. Great, now I'm going to be singing that song. Thanks, Dragon Racer. think-
What? I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike.
Yeah, great song.
Great song.
Ah! Rest.
Icicle. Icicle.
Queen is one of those bands I had the privilege of being able to see some concerts of. Now, it was concerts on
Yeah.
television, not concerts in real person, but still the fact that I got to see some of their performances before they actually lost Freddie Mercury and broke up. So they didn't really break up. They just don't really tour much anymore.
Oh, God. I'm very jealous of my brother because he got to see Nick Cave live back in Pittsburgh.
Who's Nick Cave?
He's kind of a weird dude, but he makes good music.
All right.
A weird musician. How original.
I know. What a shocker.
Okay.
Then move
Do they
down
actually
here.
exist?
If anyone's ever heard of Warren Ellis, not the horror writer,
I've heard of the horror writer.
Oops, wrong button.
Power throw. Woohoo.
That gave me just enough energy to use the ability I wanted to use.
A whole bunch of bad guys floating over here.
can't imagine what did that.
Somebody break gravity again? What's going on?
Now I wonder if I chain them while they're up there, will they stay up there once the stomp ends? Ooh, another Obama.
Adhesive blast.
Okay, shotgun time again. Adhesive blast is a good mod, and it's supposed to work on the Scourge. I don't know what it does on the Scourge, but
I would imagine it has the effect on the throw.
Firestorm works on the throw. Adhesive blast,
Oh God, I can't
Does
see
not.
anything.
Does it?
at least from what I've been told, I actually haven't tested it, so I don't know for sure. I'm not. It is a gray area, but I do know that several people have said that Firestorm definitely works on the throw part of it. Now, I'm not sure if that means it doesn't work on any other part. I don't know. Oh my god. Okay, we need to start heading for the exit. We have tons
Yep.
of air. Let's see if we can do some quick clearing.
And,
And-
there's 40.
Axie B2. I don't know if that's new or not. Okay, I'm
It's sorta new.
sort of new.
I think that's one of the Banshee relics.
Ooh, that's a frame. Banshee Prime is still one that I need to get. Am I going? I'm going the wrong way. Woohoo! Don't follow me. Oh, there's a lot of barf in this hallway. Like a college dorm.
Frat house.
I've had the privilege to not be in a college dorm.
Yay. Everybody fly. And you need to die, and you need to die. Who are we missing?
Found look.
Oh. Come on, Slowpoke.
There we go.
Oh, hey, Ferg. There is a YouTube channel that I've been watching recently called Salamandran. I'll stick a link to it somewhere on the Discord. But it's about a guy that lives out in LA that has made a significant amount of money doing real estate. And he basically started up his own car YouTube channel. And he's actually a pretty funny guy. Really nice. But they drive all the really expensive, super nice stuff. So it's neat. Okay.
Oh, and there's Bullstorm X'd out.
Who do I want to mess with now? Tanya? No. He's still kind of bad.
Are you ever going to finish that Hero quest, Baker?
Yeah, I'll finish it. I'm gonna do it. I'm actually kind of glad I waited because they fixed some problems with it, and I have
Did they
since
change the last mission?
Yeah, they made some changes to some things where when the bad guy goes invulnerable, they tell you. So
Yeah.
yeah,
That might be a bit help.
yeah, might be a bit less
Yep.
of a hassle now. There's also some fixes they've done to things. Oh, we're at 2 hours. Ooh, good grief, we had fun. There's some fixes that they've done to things like you can't see other people in the room with Paladino now. So when I started doing that quest, I had to put up with what everybody termed the booty room, because it was a whole bunch of Warframes turned backwards, dancing and doing booty gyrations behind Paladino, which kind of
I'm
killed
glad
the
I
mood.
didn't have to see that.
Kind of killed the mood. There is a Octavia dance stance that you can get, or no, it's Limbo's agile stance. It's Limbo's agile stance that somebody was putting on
Yep.
rhinos. So it's all about, lots of testicular thrusting and such things, and there's just it was dumb. And it was
Limbo
really
Agile, Necros Agile,
Yeah,
and
it
Nidus
was-
Agile.
it was a really, really distracting thing, and all in all, I think Iron Wake was extremely bad idea and poorly designed. But that's not the point. They've fixed a lot of stuff, so now. Oh, also, I learned something new because of the patch notes, right?
All right.
Yeah.
When you're an operator, thanks for the follow, Omega Cyrus. Also, your name's awesome. You're like a bad guy from a Bond movie. When you're operator, you do that crouch, and then I think it's jump, and you void dash through bad guys to stun them.
Yes.
You get energy
Child-
back.
Bullet jump.
Yeah, you
No.
get energy back.
My question is that child energy or Warframe energy?
No, that's child energy. So when you're having to run around, there's a point in that quest where you are, spoilers, forced out of your frame. You have to do things, or maybe you're not forced out, but basically the only way to solve a problem is to get out of your frame and start zapping things with your hand beam. And that energy is extremely limited and extremely slow to regenerate. So what you have to do, and this goes all the way back to Second Dream or whatever it was, War Within.
War
Remember
Within.
the operators and all those powers first got put in? Well, when the powers got first put in the War Within, that's been there ever since then. They just didn't tell anybody.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's been talked about on the Warframe subreddit quite a bit. There's no mention in the War Within. People have done it recently, and they talked about no mention about this void dash giving energy back. Lots of pro players are like, I didn't know that was a thing. Thank you. So suddenly there's a game mechanic that has been there the whole time that DE never told anybody about. That's kind of important because you run out of energy
Just a little
so quickly as operator. So yeah.
Yeah, especially during that part of the quest.
Yep. So yeah, I am going to do that quest. I actually do want to finish it over the course of the next week or so. I'm going to get a melee ribbon that I'm never going to use, and I will shuffle away with my other ribbon.
If you get one, I'll buy it from you or whatever.
Sucker.
I didn't get
okay.
one.
What, you didn't get one because you didn't have the frame yet?
Right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
some crazy person got me the frame art, and I didn't have to worry about that. So, when I do the quest, I will get the melee ribbon. And ribbons are borderline anathema to me. I think they're bad for the game. I don't like them. So, yeah, you can. I will gladly hoist it off on somebody else.
Take it, definitely.
Berg says, I helped my uncle on a 30s and 40s Rolls Royce. Is Limbo Warframe good, says Omega Cyrus? That's debatable.
Yes.
Limbo is great, unless you actually have to interact with other people. Limbo is a great...
He's an antisocial frame.
Yeah, he's an antisocial frame. He's a great Warframe. He's an awesome solo frame. The problem is, like I was before the rework, before they reworked his powers, I was soloing higher level defense missions myself just fine. It was like easily a cakewalk, not just, any frame can solo a defense mission. Thank you, Metabase. But it was easy with Limbo. They reworked him and they improved him a lot, but they also made it to where he's got several powers that force people to stop playing Warframe. And it's kind of bad. And it messes with group interaction a lot. And they've got all these flashing graphics and flashing lights. And I'm not even susceptible to like seizures and stuff like that. And I still get headaches from that crap because I'm generally light sensitive.
Yep.
So, anytime a Limbo They're very powerful, but anytime one steps in the group, I'm just going like, oh god, I have to stop playing Warframe now. You know, I have to step out of this group and go do something else, find a new group, because it's not worth it.
They're probably frostering around, bubbling everything.
I think the last time I was grouped with a Limbo, I was playing Harrow, and I was purposely doing what I could to break his stasis every time he put it up.
Yeah, you bring weapons. You start learning, okay, if I'm going to go to this map, I'm going to hit Limbos a lot. So you bring weapons that break the stasis limit on projectile caps. The stasis is dumb. It's a stupid power.
Can be fun for the Limbo.
Yeah. Yeah, but that's about it. So... 59 Ford Fairlane. These people are talking about cars. I lost them. Okay. Frames that you can do quests for. You can do quests for all of them, but you can do quests for to easily get that are really good. Atlas is a pain in the ass. I would never suggest anybody actually do that quest line on purpose, so I'm not going to recommend him. But Hydroid's relatively easy to get. You can get him off the boss on Earth. And you can do a couple of days worth of farming to get all the parts for him. He's not expensive to make, and he is actually a deceptively good frame, despite what a lot of whiners say in the game. He's got some design flaws that have been there for a while, but overall, if you design him right, he's an extremely powerful and very group-friendly frame. I gotta remember, I was doing a mission and got an Ember Prime, the boss mission, but I can't remember where it comes from. Not an Ember Prime,
That
an
is
Ember.
on Saturn.
Yeah, I was just...
That's where I'm roughly at.
Yeah. I think I think it was on a Saturn mission. I was doing something, and I think it was maybe an alert that got on top of another node normally, and an infested alert or whatever. So I was doing that, a Juggernaut, whatever it is, and I was doing that and got a Ember. I think it was chassis. Can't remember. Anyway, there's a lot of frames you can get. They're amazing frames that are not terribly difficult to get. I think now that everybody's got their internet back again, we need to go to...
Lephantis?
Yes, we need to go do Lephantis next Wednesday so we can actually farm Lephantis for Necros parts. There's a lot of people that don't have Necros, and they probably should, because Necros is just a generally sick and useful frame all around. So, yeah. It's one of them things. I am going to call it here. It's been over 2 hours. I do appreciate everybody hanging out with me this evening and generally having fun. I'm hoping there's going to be a patch tomorrow-ish, small hot fix, to correct a whole bunch of the weapons that they broke badly.
Yep.
Please?
Yeah, please. It was not a
They
nerf.
rendered unusable.
Yeah, it was not a nerf. They legit broke something. It is a bug. So it's not one of those, I hope they reverse the nerf. No, this is a bug. They need to fix it. But yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'm going to call it there. Thank you very, very much. We're going to be doing some Minecraft tomorrow night with some Coop Life. And we're probably going to have another game giveaway tomorrow night also. And generally, swing by, say hi, hang out, and I will catch you folks later. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.